Welcome back to Monday's Light Codes Messages. This is week 222, quite a significant date, and today is the 4711 day. So today's light codes were very intense. I cried a lot through them, as I do when I am really immersed in the energy of the masters and my guides. And the first vision that came to me just as I was opening was Lady Nada. Now, Lady Nada is a sixth ray master who guides us and teaches us about administration, working in service, guides twin flames back to union, and many other things. But she's about, helping you to open the heart and operate from a place of love, and she works with the Ruby Ray. And she's also on the board of the karmic board. So she's helping us also to clear any old karma and of the past. So very powerful energy, beautiful energy for Lady Nada to be with us today. And in the Alpha Chakra today, about the direction our souls direct, the way our soul's direction is calling us, was the big A that I always see to remind us about the ascension. And that's basically the message of the Alpha Chakra today, is about reminding us to stay focused on our personal ascension. Just don't allow distractions. Don't allow distractions. Be focused and do what you can for your own healing journey, because ultimately you need to be true to yourself. And in the Omega Chakra today, which is the Divine Feminine, Alpha is Divine Masculine, for those of you that haven't been in before and aren't familiar with my work and how I go about it. So I'll work through the energy field, but I don't necessarily tell you every placement throughout the energy body that I'm looking at, but I'm looking at the entire energy body. And so when I'm looking at the Omega Chakra, this is the Divine Feminine, and it is to do with our soul's pathway. And in the Divine Feminine today, I saw a hand being held out, cupped like this, with sleeves rolled up a little bit, as if, ready to receive. And I wasn't really sure if it was a faucet being turned on, but it was to receive these divine blessings. And it closed with two hands. It was like really very much about receiving this purity, this purification. So keep your awareness on ascension so that you can receive the divine blessings and the purifications that are being offered to us, to keep ourselves pure so that we can rise higher. As the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine were being unified today, I saw somebody sitting, a masculine and a feminine sitting opposite each other with a little table in between. And on the little table in between was like a pot plant. Now the pot plant was these skinny little cactusy things that were growing like a flame. And the message was very much about the nurturing the flame, just as you would a plant. Now, a cactus can, survive for a long time without water, without nurturing. But that doesn't mean that we should, forget that part. We need to nurture ourselves, and we need to nurture our own flame, let alone the joint flame to be a twin flame. But you need to nurture that flame, love and all the good stuff. And that is what Lady Nada is here to help us with, to teach us and to show us and to remind us to look after the divine masculine, divine feminine within ourselves, and to nurture the flame. As the chakras were all becoming unified, I saw a mountain range, and sitting back, I could see somebody sitting as if they were sitting on a balcony looking out at the vista, and they had their knees crossed. But the knees took on the form of the mountain. So it's kind of like they had the energy of the mountain. Mountains are always representative of the obstacles that we must surpass to rise, to keep climbing, and there's always another mountain to climb. And the person was sitting with their knees crossed, which took on the energy of the mountain. Knees are to do with past lives and rigid thinking patterns. And if you're going to cross your knees, you're going to block the flow of energy. So while we have these mountains in front, which could be the obstacles or the karma that needs to be worked through, don't block it. Don't block the energy flow. Be willing, be open, totally be open to what is coming forward for you. Don't block it. Allow, you don't have to be immersed into every experience, but to observe as if you were sitting on a balcony looking out at the vista and wondering at the awe of, wow, you know, the magnificence of our amazing world. So don't block the experiences. Uncross your knees and allow the energy to flow. Be in the flow. Remember to meditate daily, pray daily, lift your vibration, bring it up and allow the energy to flow. In the emotional body today, it was very much about healing the wound of the feminine and crossing over to the higher world. So the first vision that I had in the emotional body today was a masculine and a feminine, or rather a man and a woman. The man was just a man. The woman was, so this was from yesteryear, like from another time. And the woman was dressed as a maid, and they were in a kitchen, and the man was taking advantage of the woman. So the healing that was coming through the emotional body today was to heal the wound of the feminine, of the sacred feminine, to heal the wound of the submissive female, to heal that. And we were there for quite some time, bringing that healing through. The vision stayed there for a long time. And then as the healing was to take place, what I saw was a boat, like a dinghy or a canoe or something, a rowboat that was crossing the waters. And the rowboat is symbolic of making the crossing to the higher world, to the new world, and leaving the old behind, going to a calmer place, more peaceful place, a higher place where no control and all that kind of stuff, it doesn't belong in the new world. So leaving behind the old, letting it go. And we've just come through, you know, Lion's Gate and the full moon, and it's been a very powerful couple of weeks. So an old world is done. And there's always an old world, you know, we're always moving through another phase. So we're leaving like little bits of the world behind, little bits of the world behind, little bits of the world behind, and stepping closer or further in, stepping more into the new world and the new earth and the beauty that is going to come for us. It's not an overnight thing, it's a journey. And so where was I? We were crossing over with the boat. And leaving the old ways behind and knowing that we are more in our power now. And, you know, I'm speaking of the divine feminine, I'm speaking of the feminine energy. We all, male or female, we all have the masculine and the feminine energies within us. So that part of us that operates from that submissive feminine energy wound, and we've had many lifetimes of both masculine and feminine. So allowing that healing to come through for us. And the next vision that I had was later, further down the track in the auric field, where it was the crossing over between the higher mental body, which is the intuitive mind, and into the spiritual body, where our contracts and all of that stuff resides, and everything all about us, and the wholeness, the unity, the everything. What I saw there was a lion, which was interesting because we have just on the 12th closed the gate of the Lion's Gates, the 15th now. So, you know, showing that we have moved through successfully through the Lion's Gate, and there is so much more available to us as we move forward into the new. Now, I've done the cards. And the first card today is card number 7, which is all about trust. And there's also, about connecting with the Father energy and and the Divine Father and the Father on earth. So trust, we have the whole universe within us. This is called accept what is. We all have the whole universe within us. We're a microcosm of the macrocosm. So we have everything. We already know everything. We've already experienced everything, and we're experiencing again. So accept what is, because we know that everything happens for a reason. But be open to understand what the reason is. Be open to understand and receive the learning and the teaching that is coming from that, from our own inner universe, and be in touch with that inner universe. How do you do that? Meditate, be in the stillness. Don't be so busy that you never give yourself time to go within, to feel and to experience, and bring your outer experiences and your inner experiences into balance, bringing you harmony. And the second card in the sacral today is the 8 of Earth, and it says skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic of going back to school. To me, this is saying that, we just passed through the Lion's Gate. We've passed through the old world that before the opening of the gate. We've passed through the gate. We're moving into a new phase. It's a new beginning. It's a new year. It's new learning to take place. We've left the old behind. So here we have the vision in here is beautiful, because it's like a nature spirit, angelic spirit, or whatever. It's got wings anyway. And sitting the pile of books and reading a book. And in the background, you can see mountains. So it reminds me of the vision that I had with the mountains and the person sitting on the balcony. But the person on the balcony had their knees crossed. Whereas in this vision, he has his knees open, he has the book open, and he's reading and learning and willing to understand. So coming back to the vision of the sitting there looking out at the vista, this one also, he has the mountains behind him, which means he's surpassed the mountains. He's already come forward. And so therefore he can learn and reread and understand and gain all of that wisdom, taking it all in, which if you leave if you stay open and allow yourself to experience the mountain, experience the challenges, experience the karmic experiences that are coming forward, so much wisdom can be gained, and be open to learning and open to receiving. So that's what that card's all about. Trust in the gods, trust in the masters, trust in destiny. You're being looked after. Everything is happening for a reason. And just totally let go and trust and know that you are working through. This is in the solar plexus. So this is really a lot about your purpose and your feeling empowered and moving forward in that. So really clearing out any of that those fears, and very much about, it connects with that vision that I had in the emotional body, about healing the wound of the feminine. And in the heart today, so when we can heal that wound and trust in destiny, trust that karma is playing out in the right way, that we are moving through, that everything has a reason. It's time to work through all of that. We have new beginnings. It's card number 1, new beginnings. New beginnings in the heart. Love abounds. Love is all we need. So keeping that awareness and allowing, being open to receive, the hands were open to receive, the palms were open to receive, receiving all these beautiful blessings from the heavens, and seeing everything through the eyes of the heart, seeing the good in everything. Remember to have gratitude. And if you're at the end of a cycle and maybe it's not all 100% wonderful, look at what you've learned from that cycle, what you're letting go, what you learned from what you're letting go of, and understanding that stepping into something brand new. There's a whole new world available to you, and it will be filled with love. Love abounds. Be strong. Stay on your truth. Be true to you. This is in the throat chakra. Be true to you. Be true to yourself. And, this is the feminine. Be strong. Be strong. Make friends with your animal nature, with your own ego, make friends with those that may appear to be more powerful than you, and know that you have the infinite power in yourself. When you recognize that, you are so, filled with joy, and know that nothing is at all a challenge for you, that you can meet everything. So be strong and stay true to you. You can see there's mountains again here in the background. There's nothing you can't accomplish. You're wearing the white garment. This is you're walking the path of the spiritual you. Stay true to you, and in the purity, and move forward with that. And in the brow chakra, we have Amun-Ra, card number 19. So we have new beginnings and we have endings all coming together. So this is moving into a new cycle. The card actually says solar energies, transfiguration, and alchemical gold, which is, as you move from one cycle into the next, you take in the new beginnings, what you're taking with you, because this becomes a 10, becomes a 1, so it's new beginnings, spiritual new beginnings. So you're taking that wisdom of the old cycle of what you've just completed, you're taking it with you into the new beginnings. Just like Amun-Ra, became one. The Amun, and then merged with Ra, became Amun-Ra. So the old cycle and the newer cycle coming together as one, bringing the wisdom of both, enabling us to have that eternal life and ascend. So to help us, we're reminded again to retreat into nature, retreat into our own true nature. Get out in nature if you can, at least observe the beauty of nature in whatever way that works for you, and whatever way that is for you. But get into nature, and don't forget to get into your own true nature. Not everything is all about what's out there. Remember to come deep, deep, deep within yourself and understand and see, recognize the growth that is happening within you. Say goodbye to the old, allow yourself to move forward into the new. So how do you go into your true nature? You meditate. So this is what we must do. This is in Omega today. She's asking us to meditate. She's asking us just be. And that's the divine feminine energy, really is just be. Just allow yourself to be. Meditate, go within and tap into the enlightened self, and allow yourself to really absorb all that beautiful new growth of the new cycle that is coming forward for us. And the final card, the direction is stay focused. This is Lord Kuthumi. Stay focused. As the first card told us in Alpha in the light codes, was the big A, about focusing. Keep your focus on your own personal ascension. And that's what Kuthumi is asking us to do as well. Stay focused. Stay focused. And that's it from me today. I just want to give myself a little bit of a plug. If you haven't read my book yet, Birthing a New Reality, it's available on Amazon. It's a great book about the journey of ascension. It helps many people that have read it have said that it really helps them to understand their own journey. So, and that's what I was hoping to be able to do when I wrote the book. I hope that I would be able to write it in such a way that people that read it would see their own journey through the journey that I had, and through the wisdoms that I'm trying to bring through in the book. There is a lot of energy in this book, so it will also help you to open and to heal along the way as well. So Birthing a New Reality by me, Christina Ritchie. The Search for the Beloved, a journey of awakening and the unbelievable truth. I hope you get it, and let me know if you do. In the comments below, or contact me personally, it's okay. Now, since I spoke with you last, I'm moving house again. I'm always moving house. So I moved through the Lions Gate. Leading up before that was at St. Paul's Monastery, and he has the two lions, very much connected with the Lions Gate, I feel, and brought through the light codes of that, which I will have something available for you soon in relation to those ascension codes. And when I came back, because it was a new cycle for me, it was very clear that I was ready to move again. And just like that, I am. So within the next couple of days, I will have moved house again, back to a place that I had a couple of years ago. Don't know why, but follow the journey. Be open to what comes to you. Trust and just be and allow and follow every step that is shown to you. Don't be afraid. Don't cross those knees. Be open and experience. And I'll see you next week. Bye.